Jaehyun is the center of Kepler, get the fuck over it. I don't understand why y'all even care if she's the center or not. She doesn't get treated like one most of the time, and Kepler is a temporary group, so it won't even matter in 2 years. Like, get the fuck over it and stop being petty and saying Xiaoting and Yujin should be the center. Her look matches Kepler more than either of them. The same thing they do with Winter and Karina, like y'all don't get to choose who's the center or visual. It's not up to you or popularity of certain members. Kepler don't even really have a set concept, it seems, and honestly Jaehyun is one of the best at adapting to different concepts. I'm honestly not sure how much I think Blackpink will or even should renew their contracts. The Born Pink tour has made me really consider how much I see them actually even renewing. They have not been serving biggest girl group for a while. They aren't even that cohesive of a group as they once were. And seeing clips of them on tour was just a mess, like the lip syncing, them being unsynchronized, the girls excluding Lisa forgetting choreography on multiple occasions, Rosé and Jennie giving no energy for most of the performances. Like, the tour has just been a mess so far. Lisa is the most consistent, so I'm happy at least one of them is. And not all of the performances were a mess, but having to wait so long for comebacks from them, this is just not okay. Like, I'm trying to be more understanding, but they should not be performing at this level when they are basically always on hiatus. They need to be giving more, not to mention their releases are starting to feel just so generic. IDK, I guess I'm just starting to expect more from the group who currently hold the title for biggest girl group. Anti-Fragile Sserafim. I must admit the song has grown on me. At first I was very shocked that people even liked the song, but it's become very catchy and addictive after a while. I've watched a lot of their promotional content, so the more I hear it the more I like it. Still not my favorite, but it's a cute song. Also, the styling this era is so cute. I won't lie, I am kind of ready for this era to be over though. Ready to see what else they have, like the girls are slaying and all, but definitely ready for new music already. And honestly, overall I do kind of feel like Fearless was still a better title track. I don't think Fearless is anything special, like I just think for me personally the song flows better, and some of the lyricism in Anti-Fragile is still kinda weird to me. It's a cute title track, but ready for something else. I was wrong about Shuha. In my last video I mentioned that I don't think G-Idol has a member who really stands out to me, but I completely understand why Shuha is the visual in Idol. I don't stan G-Idol. I tried getting into them during their debut era and kind of kept up with them until after Senorita, but I just have never been that into them as a group. I kept up with Minnie and Sujin before her departure. I find their songs to be a miss or just okay. Nude I don't really have any feelings about, but Shuha is slaying and I think she really owns blonde hair. I never really paid much attention to her, but she really stands out with blonde hair to me. She definitely really owns this era. Her visuals really blend well with this style. I even heard this hair has been controversial and I'm actually really shocked by that. I'm a Revelove who agrees that Queendom was a weak comeback for Red Velvet. Red Velvet are my all. I've gone through almost every single era with Red Velvet, and Queendom just doesn't even hold up as a title track. Queendom was definitely just not the comeback for Red Velvet to 1. Comeback with after a 2-year hiatus, and 2. Comeback with after Psycho. As a Revelove, I know Red Velvet don't repeat concepts ever, but did SM not learn from releasing something like Power Up after Bad Boy? Queendom did nowhere near as good as Psycho because it literally just felt like a song any other group would release, but it also just wasn't even anywhere in the same vein as their previous full group comeback that was arguably their biggest release. Like, they really could have released anything else as long as it felt more epic. Let me remind y'all, this was also after a almost 2-year hiatus. Queendom was extremely safe. The song is a good song, but not for Red Velvet. I know I use the word generic a lot, but there is really no better way for me to describe Queendom. Feel My Rhythm was definitely a return to form. I do not subscribe to the idea of Big Four. I won't even elaborate on this besides saying I don't consider Big Four to be a thing, and I never will. Trying to convince me, I promise you'll be talking to yourself. We get that Nmixx have strong vocals. We get they have strong vocals, but that's all y'all keep saying. The music still isn't appealing to the larger audience, and now stans are token stanning because people don't like their music. Like they aren't making music the general public likes, and that's what really matters. Like, they aren't charting well for a reason. We all know they can sing, nobody is denying that, but their music is going to be criticized when it sounds the way it does, and their voices don't make up for that. It really feels like because they are from JYP, people just think they need to keep reiterating how talented the girls are. We get they're talented, but even if they weren't, they'd still be popular coming from JYP, especially if their songs were digestible. Even now they are considerably popular, but they could be so much more if JYP wasn't so obsessed with trying to make them different. The members deserve better. Run to You is my least favorite Stayc title track. For me, I actually didn't think Beautiful Monster was as weak as Run to You. I just personally feel like Run to You is a very boring song. The chorus does not do enough for me. A plus is the though bridge. I quite liked the bridge. I also thought the rap fit the song. It's not that I think the song is bad, it just isn't one of my favorite. I'd actually play Beautiful Monster before Run to You. So Bad and Stereotype have yet to be beat for me.
Don't